Right, guys, let's go.
I'm going first.
No, then. I'll put you in the car.
Welcome to our channel, Family Days Like These. Come join us as we go to Legoland Windsor.
It's going to be fun. There's a new kind of racing ride that we are hoping to go on. Do you want to say something? He said that he wants me to say Spidey. Nobody knows why.
So we're very lucky that we live near Legoland Windsor, only about 10 miles away. And so we actually have what they call a toddler pass for the youngest one that you can see in the back that allows us to go fairly frequently. Surprisingly, today being Easter Monday, the toddler pass works, whereas normally it's blacked out. So we're taking the impromptu trip on what is either going to be a really busy day or a really quiet day because everyone thinks it's going to be busy. And hopefully we'll find that it's super quiet. Last time we went was New Year's Day, and a lot of the rides were open and it was surprisingly quiet, and so despite the cold it was actually a really good experience to go and have a day out in what is otherwise a very relaxed, quiet period. So yeah, hopefully we'll get there and the crowds won't be too busy. The only nervousness is we do now have an electric car and I'm not sure there's anywhere to charge it, so we'll let you know either way. As we continue our journey, let me explain a couple of things from the intro. The racing ride I was excited for is called the Minifigure Speedway. Unfortunately, the queues were consistently over an hour throughout the day, which is totally understandable for a brand new ride, but we're now still yet to ride it, so definitely something to factor in if it's high up on your list. In terms of EV parking, there are chargers on site, but they're limited. When we arrived at 10 AM, they were all already taken, so definitely worth planning an alternative if you can. A little tip once you reach Legoland Windsor is both lanes at the entrance can be used to queue for the car park, and the left hand lane tends to be a bit slower because it serves the hotel as well. If you want to get into the premium parking, make sure you stay on the left hand side because that is naturally on the left as you reach the top of the hill, otherwise you can just veer around to the right. Worth noting, parking is a paid extra, and so don't be surprised by that when it comes to the end of the day. I know these queues can look scary, but don't worry, we were inside and through security in a matter of minutes. It may come as a surprise to learn that it is the 30th year of Legoland Windsor, and so as a result they've got some celebrations ongoing throughout this season. Definitely worth a photo stop if you've got a few minutes. So we have made it to Legoland Windsor. The journey in, as you can see, was exceptionally busy, lots and lots of traffic, but hopefully once we're actually in here, because Legoland is a really big park, it will get a little bit quieter. But yeah, we're off to go and start exploring and find some rides to go on. It's worth knowing the park sits on a significant hill, which means you get a brilliant view of Windsor Castle upon arrival. However, it does mean navigating this slope on the way back up after a long day at the park with little legs can be quite tiring. So remember, there is a hill train that you could be tempted by. On the way down, probably worth skipping so the kids can enjoy the slides that are woven into the side of the walkways on the way down into the park. We've just come off of the Haunted House Monster Party. What do you think of that?
I think it's fun. It really gives your mind an illusion that you're going upside down.
Archie, what about you? Did you enjoy that?
First time for Archie.
And that was your first time? Would you do it again? And because everyone stops really early on in the park, we got on first ride. So happy days. Right, on to the next one. So for all the parents watching, we got into the park on a bank holiday Monday about 20 past 10.
About that, about the traffic parks, yeah.
And I think right now it is just after 11. Let me check. It's 2 minutes past 11. And because we skipped all of the Duplo World, Duplo Valley, whatever it's called, and come straight down here, we've just finished on the Deep Sea Adventure ride. We've already done the Monster House Party. And so 2 rides down on the bank holiday Monday within the first 40 minutes feels like it's a bit of a hack. So one to be aware of. we'll show some footage inside the ride. It's a nice, super chilled sit down, and then we can we'll go on to our next one. Oliver and Archie absolutely adore the deep sea adventure ride. There's something about feeling like you're in a submarine exploring that really gets the imagination going. A tip: when you first board your vessel, turn to the left and then go on the right hand side and you'll get the best views of the underwater experience. It is a popular ride, so expect a queue, but it's a very fast moving and steady pace, and it's definitely worth the wait.
Look at that shark. What's this? Some of these fish though just look so weird. I don't know why. They just look so weird, Sylvan. Look at that one. Wow.
Where are we?
We are on the spinning spider ride. As you can see, the spider is right above us.
It is right above us. Let's have a look. It's up there. And we are about to go how fast?
Fast!
Super fast. Right, let's get ready, boys. I'll fast forward through some of these cue boards, but feel free to pause and get a sense of the typical wait times for a bank holiday. It might help you plan your day. So, what time is it, Oliver?
Lunch. 12:54.
So we're, what, 3 hours into our day so far?
Yes.
And how many rides have we been on? Can you remember?
4.
We're on 5 rides so far. And I would say that we've now started to find the place is getting much, much busier.
Yes.
And so we've stopped for our packed lunch just to have a quiet relax. Worth noting though that when we went on the Ninjago ride with a 4-year-old, we obviously run the risk of the little one needing to go to the toilet quite a lot. And in the middle of the queue we had to take him out to go, and that caused quite a lot of upset with the staff members, to the point of them telling our 4-year-old off, which I understand that maybe it's not allowed, but again, if you want to talk to us as parents rather than the 4-year-old and tell him off for needing to go to the toilet, it felt a little bit weird and put a bit of a dampener on it. But other than that, I think we've had a good day so far. Hopefully get a few more rides in the afternoon. But so far, it's been a beautiful sunny day, but it is now starting to get a lot busier. Kingdom of Pharaohs is a brilliant spot for getting a run of rides in quick succession without the longer wait times you experience elsewhere. The scarab bouncers are a real hit with our kids, and worth knowing that only one adult can go on each side at a time, so plan accordingly if you see the queues. The swings and the carousel are nearby, and they're both lovely for younger ones, with manageable queue times that look long but actually go really quickly because they're high capacity, so it's a good place to recharge the kids' enthusiasm mid-afternoon. Fire Academy draws huge crowds, and it makes sense because what kid doesn't want to be a firefighter? But with queues regularly hitting 45 minutes or more, we found the experience didn't quite justify the wait. So if you're choosing between the driving school and the fire experience, it's probably worth doing the driving school because your kids will likely get more out of it. It's hard to put into words how much our kids love looking at the minifigures. Out of everything else in the theme park, these boys are obsessed with Lego and the movement and seeing all the different places and how they update it. And this is genuinely one of the highlights of the visit. So we're just coming to the end of our day here at Legoland Windsor. I think the boys have had a nice time. Because we live locally, we're taking the opportunity to just nip home a little bit earlier before the crowds really descend on the car park. I think it's been overall a really good day, and the boys have had a good time. Have you had a good time, boys?
Yeah.
I'd say that the crowds were really pretty busy, and hopefully you've seen through the video that we've uploaded the kind of wait times, and they were probably some of the longest we've seen.
Definitely.
Also, the park is a little bit unready for peak season. There's quite a lot that's still shuttered, quite a lot of construction underway, so hopefully they get that sorted ready for the actual main opening time.
A few cafes missing that were originally there before, or the refill stations that now aren't ready at all.
Yeah. However, I would say that with beautiful weather, loads of people, actually the park has actually felt pretty relaxed and pretty quiet still, which is quite nice. It's just the queues for the rides that have been particularly challenging. So yeah, overall, I think we have a lovely day, and then we'll do a little bit of a wrap up on the way home, and hopefully you've enjoyed coming along with us. And if you do, then like and follow, because this is our first time doing this, and hopefully we can make more.